All right, good morning, everybody. Well, hopefully everybody had a wonderful evening. We're here for day three of the Note Camp commercial kickoff. Excited to be here on a Sunday morning. Excited to have you guys join me here as well. Good morning, Todd. Good morning, everybody out there that's joining us here. Hopefully you had a good Saturday evening, got a little rest and relaxation, and are ready to rock and roll day three here. We've got another amazing day, a great lineup of people that I think you're going to learn a lot from. Well, I should hope so. I would know that you're going to learn a lot from everybody that's going to be speaking here because they're just providing a lot of great content, nuggets, and knowledge and experience that you can draw from on a variety of obviously commercial subjects. Another great lineup yesterday with everybody. I would love to see what your favorite moments, favorite nuggets were from our day two speakers. If you want to leave that in the chat roll and the Q&A questions, that'd be fine. Love to find out, like I said, what was your high points? Who did you really like? What things really stood out to you for day two? We've got a pretty busy lineup again today. So while you're typing in your comments there of what you'd like, we'll come back to those in a second here before we have our first speaker come on in about 18 minutes. Once again, if you guys are joining us for the first time today, obviously we got instructions today. A little bit today. There's our basic rules. I'm just going to repeat these just so everybody that's fresh has an idea. Be cool. Things happen, and we have a backup plan. Occasionally, like yesterday, with two small little glitches where the presenter's internet or their computer reset. And so, hey, we got a little bit late start in their session, but part of the reason I make the breaks 15 minutes versus 5 minutes is so we have a little bit of buffering in case something happens. Ask timely questions. Each speaker will have question and answer time, usually at the end. Some will take it during the middle, but leave your questions. I mean, go ahead and ask your timely questions. If they got a slide up on one specific thing and you ask something that's way the heck out of left field, don't do that. Let's just try to be timely with your questions. If they don't get to it, we'll make sure and try to follow back up at the very end. And we've gotten through every question anybody has asked throughout the session so far. Don't be rude to either yourself, me, other speakers, or other attendees. Don't be rude. I hear about it. I will boot people out. If you don't agree with something or don't like a speaker, that's fine. Log off for an hour and a half and come on back. All right. Like I said, we do take a 15-minute break between speakers, so it gives you plenty of time to recharge. We do not take a lunch break. We just plow right through it because everybody's on different time zones from the East Coast to the West Coast. And then we also have our international listeners, or it's either late at night where they're at for a lot of them right now. So thank you to our international crowd. We do have a few people offering classes or products, and that's okay. More welcome. You know, if they're on here, I find value in what they provide. If they're on here and they're offering a class, I know it's a high value class. This is not a pitch fest, which I think you guys all know so far. And every one of our speakers has been willing to give something, whether it's a book or manual or slides or anything like that. Hey, take advantage of what they're offering. They are often discounting the class well below what they usually charge. So take an opportunity to sign up for anything they offer up for you, okay? Multiple ways to connect with everybody here. Just so you guys know this, we do use a chat roll. You can use that to communicate back and forth with individual people. We also like the Q&As in Zoom, all right? We have the private Facebook group, the Note Camp Commercial Facebook page. Also, I encourage you to jump over to the WCN Crew Facebook page, which is our main kind of group for all of our students, past and present. So that's a great place to go and communicate. Share that. Please keep the commercial, the Note Camp Commercial Facebook page free of ads, free of spam, stuff like that. Because if you do that, I will delete it and then I will boot you. Okay. Also, you all should have gotten an email with a Note Camp survey. Please take the time this morning, jump on that link, fill it out. If you've already filled it out, thank you. We're sitting at about 25% of those that are here filled it out. Please, I'd love to get that up to 35, 40, even 50% by the end of today. We'll only allow that available open for another day. Then I shut it down so they can run the numbers and put everything together. But we use that survey to help us in the future with topics, any questions you guys might have or concerns, what your biggest weaknesses, what your biggest strengths. We try to help it. Well, there's no trying about it. We actually do use it. All that information provide for future content. It helps us tremendously. I mean, I'm a pretty sharp guy, but there's a lot of times I'm like, what the heck am I going to talk about today on a podcast or in a webinar? And I always love to go back to those as those help me outline like the next 3 to 6 months. Okay. Replays. So we do have the replays. Were uploaded last night for day 1, day 2. I got to tweak a little bit on day 2, but you'll have a link out to that shortly. We are live streaming these to the No Camp Commercial Facebook page. So you guys, if you missed the session or episode, you can catch it there. The replays will be available by Monday. I say Wednesday, but we'll have a private group that's available for you guys probably by Monday afternoon. Now, one of the things we are also doing short term is we're re-releasing the videos via our YouTube. And so if you're subscribed on YouTube, don't be surprised if you see Friday's videos going live this morning at the same time. So we're doing that briefly. I'm doing some test runs on that. Otherwise, the videos be on Vimeo, and you'll have your own private link to take a look at because they will not always be available on YouTube. And we will be uploading the videos to the Note Buying Blueprint as part of that extra bonus. So if you're going there and catching and learning on the residential stuff, you'll be able to catch these replays and the commercial stuff. Okay? Let's see what other questions. I do have a simple favor to ask of you guys. If you would not mind, please filling out the survey. But one of the things that we will be doing is taking each episode of these speakers and adding it to the Note Camp podcast. All right. It's available. And some people are like, I didn't know that you had a podcast called the Note Camp. We always heard about just the Note Closer show. Well, yeah, we have. We've had it now. The last 2 Note Camps, residential, 5 and 6, are uploaded on iTunes. They're there for you to be able to download and listen if you want to go back there. Okay. We are putting one in for Note Camp Commercial, so they'll roll into the next special series on the Note Camp podcast. Please go there, subscribe. More importantly, if you've really enjoyed this, if you really enjoyed Note Camp Commercial, leave a 5-star review. Let me know that what you like it, what you loved about it. I'm going to put the link if you want to go straight there and subscribe to iTunes. If you don't listen to podcasts, then just do me a favor, drop me an email. Let me know, short little email. Hey, Scott, here's my testimonial. It helps us get the word out in the future, what people love about our events. And, I'd really appreciate it. It helps me see that people like. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Moving on here. We do have a great lineup today. In just a few minutes, we've got Joel Block coming over from Bullseye Capital, talking about raising capital the Wall Street way. Really looking forward to Joel's amazing speaker and quite a few years of experience. And he's also got a upcoming in October, if I remember correctly. He's got an amazing event, a syndication event in Las Vegas. You may want to definitely look at attending. After that, we've got Frank Rolfe, who is from Mobile Home University. We talk about big money in mobile home parks. His company, Clayton Homes, is one of the largest owners of mobile homes and mobile home parks across the country. So really excited and honored to have Frank on here. After that, we've got Aaron Young coming on to talk about how to protect your assets like the Rockefellers. One of the big things that obviously is your, growing your commercial business, growing your real estate, growing your note business, as you're adding assets. Well, the last thing you want to do is leave your assets out in the wind in case something happens. So Aaron's got a new presentation he'll be sharing with us, talking about how to kind of protect that like a Rockefeller. After that, we've got Yakin Israel coming in to talk about talking to commercial bank and asset managers. Like I mentioned a little bit yesterday, I've known Yakin since he was a special asset manager at Fifth Third Bank. On the commercial side, he's now a commercial agent in Florida, and so I'm really enjoying. We're going to be basically, it's not a presentation, it's just 2 guys talking about the market and where things are going and where they've been and kind of how the best ways for people to, as you're reaching out to bank asset managers on the commercial side, how to have your stuff together and what to say, what not to say. After that, we've got Garrison Gilbert coming on to talk about some of the lessons he's learned going from residential commercial and really taking his business to a whole different level. Garrison's been an active real estate investor in Cali for almost 20 years now, and he's a mastermind member of ours and just does a great job. And I think it's good to hear stories from other investors out there, like Terry's yesterday, Terry Garner, wrap it up and how they've done an amazing job as well, and some of the others along the way. And then we're going to wrap it up with the final session. You do not want to miss this, is Brad Burnett from Credit Sense. Now, he's going to talk about how to avoid the 8 fatal funding errors with commercial real estate. Brad is an expert at helping people optimize their personal and business profile so they can go out and tap into bank financing and lines of credit. So yesterday, if you guys really enjoyed John Matheson's from Commercial Lending Success, his presentation talked about how you can basically making sure that the deal is working for you. And this is a really kind of a second aspect of it, or really the front aspect, how making sure your stuff, personal and business, looks really good and rock starish to the bank. So they love the deal, but they also end up falling in love with you and want to give you money. So that's going to be a really great presentation. Brad's a phenomenal guy. I've known him for quite a few years, and I love the way he presents. So you guys will really, really appreciate that. All right. Let me go back here. Let me go back down here. Boom. Once again, please use the link in the chat roll, the Q&A, to go ahead and, like I said, subscribe to it. Leave a couple of reviews. I would really, really appreciate. So let's talk about what are some of your favorite things from the last yesterday. So let's see, Todd. Good morning, Todd. Session 9, how to buy undervalued commercial land, Jill DeWitt and Stephen Batula. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, their presentation as well, too, how they're using data to drive their deals. One of the biggest things that I've talked to people who have gotten, hey, I've got some raw land from a bank. What heck do I do with it? Now you've got a resource to reach out to. Landacademy.com, great training. I mean, they've got some phenomenal stuff. Take advantage of it. Remember, if you want to use their houseacademy.com or landacademy.com, if you use the code commercial, all caps commercial, it should knock a good chunk of the cost off for you. Let's see. Good morning, Terso. Terry and Sean had amazing content and delivered incredibly well. Thank you. Yes, they sure did. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed that. Chris Atkins, where's the link to the survey? Well, you should have gotten an email, Chris, with an email from me last night, this morning. And if you scroll down, there's the link to the survey. I can put that back in the chat roll here in just a few minutes once Joel gets rock and rolling too for you. Okay. All right. Actually, you know what? I can do something real fast. I can just flip over there and get that real fast for you guys. I'm doing that. Todd really liked those new sources of due diligence were extremely interesting. Yes, they were. Good stuff on that. All right. Give me 1 second. My surveys, we're still doing good time here. I'm going to pull up this here real fast and share. Yeah, it's about 28 questions actually on what's your experience, your background, strengths, weaknesses. Chris, I hope everything's going there good for you, buddy. Congratulations. I'm sure your little one's growing up like a weed, huh? All right. Let's go back here. All right, let me put this in the chat roll. Every day, he says. That's awesome. Okay. So the link is in the chat roll for the survey. Please take a few minutes to fill this out for you. All right. Cement said, I really love Corey Peterson's energy and the information from the day before. That's good. Joseph really liked Chuck's Sutherland's existing bank financing is always assumable to the right person. That is so true, isn't it? Last I enjoyed every speaker. Really enjoyed Jill and Stephen's systems and process. The parcel fact was a huge nugget. I love that aspect too, Wylea. Just think it's a great way to jump in and identify other assets the banks have. Dan said, sending mail merges to interact property owners to sell land quickly using parcel fact was a great nugget. Also, Terry talking about her buying criteria for buying some storage was great. Yeah. Submitted like 1031 exchanges with Dave Foster and Jill and Stephen's presentation as well. Good. Marianne talking about selling land at a very fast turnover. Yeah, that was really good. Okay. Wayne like John Matheson and just finished reading his book. Yeah, exactly. You got the book as part of the WCN membership. So I'm glad you enjoyed that, Wayne. Ed and Nav said land was good. Michael said the self-storage was really great. Good. Love it, you guys. Let's see who else here. I agree that the storage webinars were extremely worth paying attention to. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Scott is probably the best educator in it. Terry and Aaliyah have a great class in it as well. But they're not doing as many. I mean, they've done quite a few deals. That's not knocking them. They're just really focused on ensuring and having a great time with stuff like that. They've hit that kind of financial independence number and doing phenomenal things. Advice across the board, Marlene said, always be raising capital and asking who has money. Chuck's checklist of prices. Yeah, the links, I posted those links into the description of the video, so you'll see the replays. But they're also on, where else did I post them? They were in the chat roll here, but they'll also be on the Facebook, private Facebook page in the descriptions and the comments as well, okay? Since they they talk one in common, the deal is when you buy. Exactly. Got to go out and find the deal. All right. But like some people said, hey, having your money set up is important as well too for you. Like Sal said that yesterday. Hey, make sure you want to have the money. We want to make sure you have investors ready to rock and roll when they're going and doing big things. You can get away doing a lot of stuff residential, but it's how you've built it up. I mean, that's how a lot of these guys started, residential, doing residential. They moved into the commercial side, and they've been focused on that aspect of things, okay? Cool. What time? How we do? We have time. What other questions do you guys have for us? What other comments do you guys have out there for us? Okay. So one of the biggest, oops, hang on. I really, yeah, I think self-storage is a great thing. We've bought and sold some self-storage units, not units, buildings over the years. I mean, we got a lot sent to us originally a few years back. I started seeing some smaller ones pop up that we've been diving into. So that's one of the things that we did as a training call actually for the WCN membership on a special training call a few weeks back is actually we dove in to how to find these types of deals. Most states have a self-storage membership of people that own it. And often if you join those, they'll often give you the registration list of those that are all members. And that's a great way to market out to, like, hey, just doing a mail merge. Hey, are you looking at buying? Are you looking at selling? We're looking at buying. You know, anybody who's interested in looking, is tired of running, would love to visit with you. Okay. Sherry says, will we be able to have access to the slides? If they have provided the slides, I will give you the slides. Yes, Sherry. Not everybody's provided their slides. Okay. So those that had slides, I'm glad to get those and provide those links to you as well there for you. Okay. Like the slides from Suzanne Kessler, those have been provided. Corey Peterson is sending over his slides. I know that Terry's going to send over her slides. I don't know if Scott Myers will send his slides or not because it's kind of a limited offering, but still an opportunity there for you. The replays, he had pretty good slides of presentation. Okay. Yes, you'll have the recordings as well. Exactly. Yeah. Somebody asked me when we were going to do this one again. We don't have another commercial one on the schedule right now. We'll probably, the next note camp we do will be next year. And we won't do another residential note camp in 2019. We'll jump back and probably do another residential one first of the year. We'll probably mix in a little bit more of the commercial guys. I really wanted to, I did not know what the turnout would be for a commercial one. But I've been pleasantly surprised. I've been excited about it. So we'll definitely incorporate some of the more of the commercial stuff into the residential note camp going forward. So it will probably be shooting, I don't know, we may go to doing one note camp a year going forward. 2 and 2, I think it ends up being a little bit of overkill out there for everybody. So do that. I do want to let you guys know our next virtual note buying workshop that we have, because people have asked me about when's the next online workshop we'll do. That will be September 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's September 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's online. We'll send an email out to you guys for you guys to register and be able to grab access to that as well for you. Okay. I'm just going to text our speaker. because I think the speakers have all done a really great job of providing so much content. Most of them have just all been pure content, which is what we really like. And I think that's been helpful for everybody out there, whether you're brand new or kind of experiencing some of the stuff, really providing you some digestible nuggets, things that you can take in. And the way we kind of structure this is, hey, make sure it's simple enough. And I'm excited that most of these speakers are new to our WCN kind of events. Okay. Give me 1 second here, everybody. Good stuff there. Good morning, sunshine. How you doing this morning, Joel?
Good. Are we doing this live?
Yes, we're doing this live.
All right. So, like, what, 5 minutes, or how much does it go live?
Well, you're a little late, but you got 5 minutes. If you need 5 minutes.
Well, no, it's not that I need it. I just want to make sure the sound check. I'm in a hotel, so I'm not in my regular environment.
Yeah, no. Sounds good. Sounds good, brother. Give me a second here, and we'll get everything rock and rolling here. 1 second. Okay. Boom.
Hang on a second.